And we are live. So, hi guys. Time to tie yet another fly, and it's going to be one from the Cork collection. The Silver Doctor, actually, page 737. But there's a different twist on this one, so it's not just a common Silver Doctor, so it's going to be nice. So, let's just move the focus towards the hook. So let's see there we are. Then we have some nice focus. So first of all, oval silver tinsel. So let's tie that one in. And I'm tying on a 1/0 today. I have this hook in all the sizes from, I think I took it from 6/0 down to 6 or 8. Hi Rob, how are you? Yeah, you're welcome. Patience first. I'm working at the hospital as well, but I'm done for today. So just tying this one in, securing. I'm gonna do a few turns. Let's see. One. I stick with 3. That's sufficient. And since it's for fishing, I tie it in a bit further. Somewhere here. There we go. Then we have yellow silk. Hi Monty, how are you, buddy? So tying in the yellow silk as well. Tie everything in. No point of leaving any materials. There we go. Just untwist the silk. Tight wraps backwards. There's actually quite a lot of interesting patterns in the Cork collection, I must say. So if you read the patterns and not staring blind on the picture, you will find quite a lot of interesting stuff. So that will be sufficient. And then we have almost even up the difference between the silk and the rest of the hook. So just add a few more wraps with the thread. So this one is going to have 2 tails stated in the pattern. So I'm going to do that. I got a different wax today, a clear one. It's a bit tackier, which I like. So I'm going to try it out today and see if I'm happy with it. So it's quite thin tails since I'm going to use 2. So tying in the first one. Just going to align it. Where I want it. I think that's sufficient. So going back with the thread, time for tail number 2. Some more wax. Still quite soft. I know what they mean with tacky. Yeah, it's for dubbing. So tail number 2. Just tying that one in. So now we have 2 tails there. Just gonna make it a bit lower. There we go. Then we have Indian crow, which I prepared already. That's actually a pitta that I recolored in the lower part of the pitta skin. It's red and black. The same here. I'm gonna add wax. So we're just gonna finish off all these normal steps and then the fun starts. There we go. And then we're gonna have an ostrich herl, black one of course. Bit more wax. And we have the ostrich herl. So I'm just tying that one in. It's a bit bushy, the herl. It's the leftover parts from when I tied the frame flies, the one from my cabinet. But for fishing, that doesn't matter. Just tying it in a bit to secure it. And there we are. So, time to start with the body. So it's a silver twist. So I got the twist here. Just gonna tie that one in. Just gonna hide it. And then I'm gonna do actually the body is gonna be flat silver tinsel, but I'm gonna use this one because it has much more, things happening in it, which I like. So I'm gonna tie this one in as well in the back. So it's going to be a twist. But I think it's going to look nice overall. And then the hackle is going to be on the 3rd turn of the twist. And it's actually a blue feather. So I'm tying that one in now as well. Just securing it. And then we're gonna have, it's gonna look, it's one front hackle. Then we have sufficient room for everything. So I'm gonna start with the flat silver tinsel. Just tight turns forward. If you have a very thin tinsel, then you can start in the front and go backwards and then forward again. But with this one, I don't need it. And here I need to level out the body a bit. So I'm just doing some cross. Overlapping to even out the body. There we are. Body done. At least the tinsel. Hi, Robert. Same to you, Robert. I'm always happy to see you. So I have a video scheduled for tomorrow as well, and that's really going to be a different pattern. Really interesting. So if you got the time, have a look. And then on Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to start a pattern that I promised to send to Dave. It's going to be the Nelly Blue Traherne pattern. And as you all know, or at least after I mentioned it, I hate parrot. So I'm not sure how that one is going to turn out, but I will do my best. Hopefully that's enough. So let me see here. Now it's not that easy to see the tinsel. It just disappears in all the silver sparkles. I'm gonna brush this one a bit. Just tying in the stem to make sure it's robust. There we go. And here we have a brush. So gently brush it out. There we go. And then we have a Guinea fowl hackle. So I'm going to use that one. My preferred preference would be a capercaillie hackle in this case, but hi Daryl, how are you? So let's tie in the front hackle. And then after the front hackle, we have all the interesting things starting. Same here, tying quite a lot, just to make sure it's going to be able to fight the salmon or two. Or just a rock, you never know. There's a big tree in the bottom of the river. So let's tie this one in. I think I'm going to utilize all the fibers on this front hackle. Yeah, that's it. So tying that one in. The same here, tying in a bit of the stem. And then just cut it off. Now we have the first interesting part in the wing. It's the golden pheasant tippet, which of course you guys think is not that interesting, but with the central V remote tied flat with the wing above. So that's my as I read the pattern. So we're gonna tie that one in like that. And I don't want to tie it in too long. Somewhere like that, I think. I'm not seeing that in any other pattern. What I know, I can't remember at least. So there we are. And I say, why not? Looks cool. Yeah, it's completely different the other ones out there, I would say. So this one is really, really interesting. And I think it looks really fishy as well. So hopefully one of these fishing flies that are going to tie now the whole spring is going to deliver a fish for me. Fishing in Sweden is not the same as in Canada or I think in US. You can spend a week and not have one strike. So it's pretty hard sometimes, but it's also very rewarding when you get one Baltic salmon, because normally it's a huge fish. So the wing consists of 4 colors. It's orange, yellow, blue, and green swan feathers. So I took 2 strands of each color just to make sure it's not overwhelming with color, but I think maybe one had been enough. And then there's a huge piece of golden pheasant tail that I'm gonna place outside as I do, and then I have the color in the middle, and then I take the other side. So I just cover it with the undyed colors. So now I have everything together. So then I brush the front first, just brush it out. And it's gonna look like quite a lot of color in the wing, but then of course we're gonna include mallard and so on, so it's gonna blend. So I'm just securing it pretty well. There we go. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna cut all the leftovers at the same time. There we go, cleaning up a bit. So on top of that, or on the side of that one, I'm gonna add a bit more of the tippet in strands. And same on my side. Pretty short though, but it's okay. There we go. So then I just gently brush it out. There's a few loose fibers, I just remove them. Now it starts to look like something, yeah. So just removing the leftover stems in the front, or fibers, not stems. Just gonna read up on the pattern, and that's gonna state mallard. So, gonna hump the mallard, remove the stem that I left by purpose. Now it's completely free. I'm actually tying in one side at a time. You can do both. Up to you guys. So there we are. And the same, I'm just gonna reshape it, hump it. So I got the look I want. And same here, I'm just gonna cut the stem. So it's just 3 fibers. And then just make sure it's above the hook and not on the sides of the hook. There we go. So now we have plenty of mallard, as you see. But then from half of the wing, I just brush it out. There you go, guys. And then another interesting thing in this pattern, it states gc on the sides. It states large gc. So you take quite a big nail, right? Just gonna wax the thread. I'm gonna use my black wax. Just wanna reposition it a bit where I want it. There we go. The same on my side. And now it's not that super bright anymore, right? Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting fishing fly indeed. So I'm just going to cut the stems and the fibers away. And then, of course, that front hackle. Come on. I just wet it and push it out of my way. And I think there's a topping that we need to add as well. Just gonna look at the pattern description before I forget it. There we are. Yeah, looking nice. I like it. So mallard, golden pheasant topping. So the topping. Let me see if I can find something pretty straight and maybe this one. I think it's way too long. Yeah. Looking for a shorter one. Yeah, that one will do. So just removing that one. I don't want it to be that long. That will be okay. And some wax to the thread. Yeah, I think it will look even nicer with like one strand each color, and then just a bit more golden pheasant tail, and then the mallard is just gonna blend everything in. Because now it's still a bit bright. Just gonna trim some fibers here that are pointing outwards. So let's finish with the topping then. And on the last thing then, black wool for the head. And in all my videos, at least the last year, I have the pattern description in the video description. If you scroll down or expand, so then you're able to see it. So let's just add some wool here. Would be a nice pattern to tie in hand as well, if you guys like that. So I'm just gonna varnish later a bit in the front there, so the thread doesn't open up. Just gonna change it a bit. Somehow, when I'm tying flies, the topping always meets. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Now it doesn't meet, but now it's a bit. Need to move a few fibers there. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. You know, you have a little blue in it. You have all the sparkle from the body and so on, and you have the wing coming, and yeah, that's going to be a nice one. So I have the same hook series from like 5.0 down to 6 or 8. So I'm going to tie a lot of these patterns. But today I chose the 1.0. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the pattern. Give it a try yourself. I think it's gonna catch fish for sure. It looks really nice. And tomorrow it's a even more interesting pattern that I'm gonna try. Also a bit different. Yeah, that's basically it for today, guys. Have a nice day, and yeah, tomorrow is Friday, so the weekend is arriving. Exciting times. So see you guys tomorrow if you got the time. Otherwise, maybe during the weekend I'm gonna do a lot of lives. So see you then, guys. Bye.